There's a precise click when attention locks, noise thins, edges sharpen, action and awareness line up like gears that finally mesh. You aren't motivated so much as moved. The task pulls you forward from inside itself. No applause necessary. No scoreboard either. Just the right difficulty, right now. Most days, consciousness feels like a crowded room. Thoughts elbow past each other, to-dos heckle from the back, old worries replay like a broken loop. That churn has a cost, psychic entropy. When attention is scattered, meaning leaks. Flow is the opposite, order inside. Not the world getting quiet, you getting ordered. One channel open, everything else temporarily dimmed. Self-talk drops to a whisper, time goes elastic, the doing becomes the reward. You can't chase that state by wishing, you tune it, like a radio, by matching signal to skill. Challenge skill is the dial. Too little challenge for your skill? Boredom. Hands move, mind drifts. The task refuses to hold you. Too much challenge for your skill? Anxiety. Hands freeze, mind fractures, the task spits you out. Close enough match to stretch but not snap? Flow. Hands know more than you can say, mind fits the moment. So you don't ask, how do I feel? You ask, how does this task fit? Fit is built on 3 anchors. Clear goal, immediate feedback, total attention. A fuzzy goal can't catch your focus. A slow signal can't steer your effort. A leaky attention can't carry either. Make the goal small enough to see and true enough to matter. Not be better at guitar. Play this 8-bar riff cleanly at 70 BPM. Not work on the report. Draft the 3 bullet findings before 10:30. Design fast feedback. A metronome, not a supervisor. A counter that ticks as you move. A visible score that belongs to the task, not to your ego. Then guard attention like oxygen. Single window, single tab, single purpose. Give your brain the mercy of one thing at a time. You can invite flow anywhere skill can grow. In code, it's the loop that compiles clean and faster each pass. In cooking, it's the heat and knife and sizzle answering your hands. In conversation, it's the question that unlocks a better question. In climbing, it's the next hold, just beyond comfortable, never beyond control. When external stakes are high, the self gets loud. Ironically, flow arrives when self steps aside. Not self-erasure, self-unburdening. For a little while, you become the activity's shape. Practical doors you can open today. Tune the challenge up, 1 click. Raise tempo by 5 BPM. Add 1 constraint, left hand only, no backspace, 3 colors max. Time box to sharpen edges, 15 minutes, no rescue from elsewhere. Stretch, don't tear. Tune the challenge down, 1 click. Lower the bar until action restarts. Make the target nearer, not smaller. 2 paragraphs. Beats, perfect intro. Ease isn't cheating, it's re-entry. Write a next right move card. When you sit, read a single sentence you left yourself. Open the data set, inspect missing values. Momentum hates ambiguity, give it a rung to grab. Build ritual friction against distraction. Phone on exile, headphones on, same playlist every session. Door closed, wordless sign, in session. Rituals automate entry. Discipline is for starting, flow takes it from there. Stack meaning inside the task. Purpose can be far away, enjoyment must be local. Ask, what's fun to refine here? Speed, smoothness, fewer strokes, cleaner logic. Make a game of precision. Learn to read the signals. Bored, dial challenge up. Anxious, dial challenge down. Drifting, clarify the target. Grinding, fix the feedback. Treat feelings as dashboards, not verdicts. Train attention like a muscle. Intervals work here too. Work 25, mark a tally, breathe 3 slow breaths, work 25. The point isn't the clock, it's the pact. While the bell runs, you belong to one thing. Use social energy without losing focus. Sprint together, compare notes after, not during. Shared starts, solitary attention, shared debrief. Community for accountability, solitude for absorption. Rename the work to invite doing. Practice beats perform. Explore beats prove. Words tilt your nervous system. Pick the ones that open the door. Make peace with the plateau. Progress often hides instability. You're aligning nervous system and pattern, wiring repetition into ease. The curve will pop later. Trust the straight line that feels too quiet. Flow is autotelic, done for its own sake. When the reward is within the doing, you become inexhaustible. Not because you have infinite energy, because you stop spending it on bargaining with yourself. Some days won't open. The room stays crowded. Fine. Shorten the session, simplify the goal, protect the ritual, ship something small. Consistency invites flow back tomorrow. And in moments when life feels too jagged to hold a challenge, find microcraft, polish a sentence, straighten a shelf, chop onions evenly. Order is contagious. Start tiny. Remember, attention is your only renewable fortune. Where you place it shapes who you become. Shape it toward tasks that answer you back clearly, immediately, completely. And the day, drop by drop, will begin to pour. Flow is not only for peak hours and perfect tools, it's a way to organize a life. You can build a day that naturally narrows attention, a week that stacks absorbing tasks, a self that seeks challenges not because it must, but because it learns to like the feeling of full engagement. Start where meaning leaks the most, work. If it's only a paycheck, attention will wander and entropy will bloom. You don't need a new job to change the experience. Start by changing the game. Clarify the loop. What is the next concrete win? How will you know quickly that you're getting warmer? What is one notch of difficulty that will demand your full presence? Turn routine into craft. Packing boxes, pack faster with fewer motions. Answering tickets, resolve cleanly with one message fewer each time. Data cleaning, reduce missingness and increase clarity with a repeatable checklist. Make quality visible, dashboards you update by hand. A daily 3 specifics I improved. A graph your brain can cheer for. Talk to time. Work in honest sprints. Name the start, name the end, name the deliverable. Let the clock be a partner, not a judge. Home. Domestic life can be a noise factory or a canvas. Cook as choreography. Knife angle, rhythm of the pan, heat like a dimmer you can feel. Clean as pattern. From left to right, top to bottom, one pass, no wandering. Parent as interactive puzzle. Calibrate challenge to skill. Too easy is sulk, too hard is storm. The sweet spot is a game. Recreation is not escape when it enlarges you. Gardening that teaches seasons and patience. Music that returns instant feedback without punishing errors. Chess that keeps you just past comfort, never past control. Relationships. Conversations can flow too. Clear purpose. What would make this talk good for both of us? Immediate feedback. Reflect back their words in your own and ask if you got it. Total attention. No multitasking. Eyes, ears, and breath on one person at a time. Design shared challenges. Build a piece of furniture. Train for a 5K. Cook a recipe with 3 constraints. Joint challenge, joint skill, joint flow. Group flow has its own valves. Equal voice over time. Clear shared goal. Close listening with fast, honest feedback. Risk that matters, but not so much that the nervous system locks. A leader who guards the frame and the tempo, not just the outcome. Meaning. Flow feels good, but feeling good is not enough. You can become very skilled at very empty games. So align your channels with your values. Ask, if I repeat this for a year, who will I become? Whose life does this improve besides mine? Does the activity grow complexity, of skill, of character, of contribution? Flow is neutral. Direction is not. Choose craft that builds the person you would want to keep being if no one were watching. Pain and chaos. Life will not wait for your perfect ratios. Sickness, loss, unfairness. Entropy with teeth. You can still practice the art of ordered attention. Name the boundary you cannot change. Inside it, set rules you can. Turn overwhelm into a task with feedback. Breathe for 5 counts on the way out. Organize 1 square foot. Write 1 sentence that names one next move. When reality strips options, small rules restore agency. Anxiety and boredom are signals, not insults. Too little challenge, raise the bar 1 click. Too much challenge, lower it 1 click. If you can't move the task, move the frame. Time box to shrink scope. Add constraints to sharpen edges. Add teammates to share load and speed feedback. Self talks less in flow. If the self is shouting it wants reassurance or escape, give it a job instead of a lecture. Track a metric. Chase a line. Make the next move so absorbing that commentary runs out of air. Autotelic isn't a personality you either have or don't. It's a practiced taste. You train it by repeatedly finding the enjoyable edge of difficulty, by stacking tiny wins so your brain trusts the effort, by making the reward close and honest and inside the doing. Build rituals that lower the entry cost. Same soundtrack, same table, same first move. Rituals tell the mind we're safe, you can narrow. Build exits that keep dignity. If drift is real today, shrink the session, ship a small piece and protect the ritual for tomorrow. Consistency courts flow more reliably than heroics. Attention is a budget. Spend it where reality answers back. Spend less where the feedback is counterfeit. Endless scroll, diffuse outrage, vague comparison. The nervous system cannot digest infinite novelty. Feed it chewable challenges. Play with constraints. Constraints are handles for attention. Write a paragraph without adjectives. Sketch with 3 lines only. Code with no mouse for 1 hour. Constraints build skill highways where wandering once was. Stack skills like layers. When one loop plateaus, add a complementary loop. Strength with mobility, speed with accuracy, volume with cleanliness. The brain enjoys combining mastered pieces into a larger dance. Make environments do half the work. Rooms are policies that don't need meetings. A tidy desk invites starting. A visible checklist invites honesty. A shut door invites depth. Design a place so showing up is easier than opting out. Listen to your energy curve. Don't fight biology, surf it. Schedule deep tasks where your focus crests. Schedule maintenance where it dips. Flow is easier when you aren't swimming upstream against yourself. Celebrate precision over bravado. Big goals are billboards. Small perfections are levers. Sharpen one sentence until it sings. Adjust one movement until it glides. Mastery hides in the micrometers between okay and clean. Cultivate solitude and community, both. Solitude for absorption, community for challenge, feedback, and belonging. Too much alone and you starve for perspective. Too much together and you starve for depth. Balance them the way you balance challenge and skill. Translate duty into game. If you must do it anyway, give it rules. Do song tidy. Inbox score. Reduce unanswered by 5. Stop. Commute quest. Learn one new fact from a podcast and explain it later in 1 minute. Games pull attention where lectures fail. When you can't find flow, give it. Teach someone what you know. Mentor with one clear exercise and observable improvement. Other people's progress is bright feedback when your own feels dim. Guard sleep like a sacred ritual. Exhaustion counterfeits anxiety and boredom both. Most motivation problems are fatigue problems dressed up as morals. A rested brain can enter and sustain flow. A depleted one can only bargain. Write a flow menu you can order from. 5 activities at 5 minutes each that match your values and skills. Scales on the instrument. 1 drawing gesture page. 10 bodyweight squats, a paragraph revision, a Spanish drill. When stuck, order anything. Tip yourself with a check mark. Give the day a name. Call today practice, not prove, not perform. Practice keeps the door open. Practice forgives. Practice returns. In the end, a life rich in flow is not a life without friction. It's a life where attention repeatedly finds a worthy shape, where time is not merely spent but inhabited, where the self is both sculptor and clay, less noisy, more real. Choose a channel now. Make the goal small and the feedback fast. Protect the ritual, adjust the dial by 1 click, and let the next hour answer you back.